What, Margaret fans? I'm back with another review on Chapter 2 of JoJo's Steel Ball Run. So, we know the story ahead of time now, this time. Just to see how well it's going to be adapted. This is the first JoJo story. This is the anime adaptation. It'll be the first thing I watch. And it's the first time when I watch JoJo that I actually know the story ahead of time. I was reading the manga. So, in all the twists and turns, it's here to see what changed. I will say, if you're not familiar with Steel Ball Run, I won't spoil anything. I will read the manga now, like I am. I'll surely jump up or wait for the anime to come out on March 19th, which is just a 2 month, which is just like nearly a 2 month wait. As tomorrow is New Year's Eve, last day of 2025. My last video is going to be about JoJo, but that won't even come out till March. Oh God! So once I'm done with that, I'm gonna cap off the year with another video after it. I gotta just decide which one though. Can't be a long one. What's a good way to cap off the year? James Bond. I've been wanting to give James Bond a watch for a long time. I tried watching the film once, but got bored. So I want to probably watch it all the way through, start to finish, the first one. If I like it, I can get the rest of the upcoming movies. And check out the other movies, so different James Bonds. I will have the upcoming game, which I'm starting to dread. Because it's been real that the company is making it for a modern audience. It's why I say that. Stop fucking up franchises! These franchises keep dying because people keep fucking with them. Doing something, it's not even their story. They just bug up someone else's idea. What it means. Everything. And screw over the fans who love the series. All for their modern perspectives. I hate that. It's insulting to what we love. Look what happened to look what happened to the Devil May Cry show on Netflix. It's crap. Look, the Splinter Cell show on Netflix, crap. 2 minutes show on Netflix, crap. Yep. Okay, I keep saying Netflix a lot, but Amazon's fucking up too. This is why people prefer West games from other countries. Like, I don't know, Japan, where they don't deal with this type of shit. I mean, this is why we got JoJo still, well, like JoJo, iconic. Because it tells a story, honestly, not trying to pander. This is why we love, that's, I guess, one of the reasons I like Japanese manga as well these days, nothing about it. Because it doesn't pander to audiences. Shows some representation, but false representation is pandering. Because JoJo's known for his LGBT characters sometimes. One of his recent characters seems to be out part of the LGBTQ community in Dragon Joestar. They're born male, but make themselves look female. Still unclear what they consider themselves to be, male or female. But still, it's a really good character representation. That's natural representation. Naturally represented for a story. Not forcing upon us saying, oh, by the way, I'm gay. Or, I don't know, by the way, I'm trans. Stuff like that. It's frustrating. I know it's not related to the video, but when I just started mentioning James Bond, I just lost it. Why? Disney's doing this too, and it initially started to fail them that I watch remakes, but of course they also should come in and make them billions of dollars. Damn you, Leo Stitch. We could have gone in the live action Disney movies for a long time. But nope. It had to succeed. Especially when it's a crap film. An insult to the original. Right, that should help. Yeah, I know, I don't always have a basis to want to get out of it, but staying hands help. Anyway, so let's get to the story. The chapter opens up with a introduction to another character, Poco Loco, who doesn't really have much importance in the story going forward after this. Like, he just makes a what he doesn't have. He doesn't even. It's not even like. He's just kind of boring. He's not boring, but the character has a lot of potential. Could be a fun character to play out the story. He might be a potential ally. His luck and stuff. Be fun. I'm just saying, there's a lot. So white loss out there that go wayside by the way. Down the line. Real tragedy. I mean, Poco Loco's a black man living in 19th century America. And he's kind of lazy. But his grandma telling him to get off his ass and work. Since they're lucky to get work because people like them don't live easy. Yeah, showing off the racial attitude of the time period. As they were slaves 20 years prior. So basically, back in the 1870s. I should really look at when slavery was abolished, at least in America, because 20th century was coming at the time, which is it just took place in the same universe as parts 1 and 6. This was set 2 years before the events of part 1, or 2 years after it was made. Would be It's not really that impossible either. Like if there was another side of the Joestar family that lived outside of England. Yeah, there was an American JoJo's that we didn't know that was unknown for the family tree. Oh, actually, I didn't want to know that. Thinking about it, thinking about it. Well, that's gonna be a good idea for a series for Rocky. I'm a JoJo that's not exactly part of the main Joestar family. On this new continuity, but more of a different branch of unknown Joestar family. Be quite unique idea to explore an unknown family history that could be explored of Joestar family. If Rocky is one of the ideas and stuff. Like you said, there's not really much detail in this part. Anyway. And we get reference to Enyaba in this chapter. The Poco Loco basically he was told by a fortune teller that he'll have good luck. He managed to convince the guy hiring him to increase his fee from $1,000 to $1,200. And example, Poco Loco ends up seeing a newspaper about the Steel Ball Run race. Basically, suggesting he's going to get up his hands and work just to get the money. To get $50 million. It's kind of weird actually saying that. I'm a Brit and I say in dollars like an American. $50, man. That'll be $50. Yeah. I guess that doesn't sound American. I can't sound like it sometimes without even realizing it. You don't say American words by accident. But you guys grew up with a lot of American programs. Yeah, good. Well, thinking about it, I also grew up with a lot of American shows like The Simpsons. So I ended up picking up some of the American habits. So, yeah. I don't know why. I guess people will not much. You don't use it TV. Use it just using the TV to pick up stuff. Anyway, we come back to Gyro taking care of that money thief. There he goes $20 back as the guy's been arrested. JoJo's moving away, but the asshole's fighting him, you know? So you see, those balls can kill anyone. Ends up pulling out the gun. Oops. And, well, we see one specific witnesses focus on. As Joe tells the officers to let him go, he's withdrawing his complaint. Basically, threatens the man that if he picks up the gun, then he does it. It proves he's have intent to get in his way. So basically, he'll show no mercy. The guy backs seemingly, because he's a coward and stuff. Also a slimeball. But still, aims to pull the gun on Gyro. But he ends up throwing the ball at him, causing an injury in the arm. Basically, friends again. Yeah. If he does shoot, now it's his chance to drop the gun and leave. Because, again, he'll show no mercy. But those that listen, gets in, and that ball has twisted into his arm. Defeated him. The officer's head goes, this is clearly a duel. It's not. So duels weren't illegal in 19th century America, at least in the JoJo universe. I don't know if that was true in real life. Feel free to let me know in the comments down below. But, yeah. People think it's a group, except for one guy. That guy in the wheelchair we saw earlier. He was chasing after Gyro. When Gyro can start to touch the balls because they're still spinning. Then the guy is touching them. Seemingly able to walk as the chapter ends on that note with a narration about this guy who's our protagonist saying this is a story of how he was able to walk, not in the physical sense, but in the enlightened sense. He was his name to be Johnny Joestar, our JoJo in the sea authority. This is chapter 2 and our JoJo appears here. Like I said in the previous video, this is the first time our JoJo does not appear in the first chapter. Like how the stand didn't physically appear in the, like how, at least in the anime adaptation, this stand didn't appear until episode 2. And Jolie was the only protagonist to have her stand, not her stand appear in the first episode. I'm not sure about the manga because some chapters are short and stuff. So I don't know. I'm not even read. Still, there's JoJo, they're going away manga yet. So I can't really say about that. So I'm not going to say chapters. I say episodes because it's on the anime and that's it. And, well, spoiler, Johnny's first JoJo the longest stand a little bit later. Still early in the story, but a little bit later than all the other JoJos. Minus Jonathan and Joseph, because they didn't have stands. So this is our brief introduction to Johnny, who was the first disabled JoJo in the entire series. Yet that doesn't hinder his character. He says, well, we get, so that's basically how the story chapter ends, and I'm looking forward to chapter 3. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoy my content, please let us know. I want to see more, subscribe channel, make bell, be a deep was coming. So let's give chapter 3 and up to 12, hopefully. Super jump out.